Life beyond 60 often feels like the beginning of a new and meaningful chapter. It is a time to shed the layers of societal expectations and step into a more authentic version of yourself. This stage of life is not defined by striving to meet others' standards, but by aligning your daily actions with your personal values. The freedom that comes with this chapter is liberating, offering an opportunity to focus on peace, happiness, and fulfillment. After decades of responsibilities, career demands, and social obligations, the golden years present a chance to reassess what truly matters. It's a time to simplify, reflect, and choose a life path that fosters contentment rather than conformity. These years can be among the most enriching, provided you embrace the changes and shifts that naturally come with age. At the heart of this transformation is the ability to let go. Releasing unnecessary burdens, be they emotional, social, or material, creates room for joy and deeper connections. Letting go is not about losing, it's about making space for what truly matters. By shedding habits and mindsets that no longer serve you, you can step into a life of greater clarity and purpose. This stage of life is marked by a profound shift in perspective. Each of the 9 changes discussed in this journey reflects a thoughtful recalibration of priorities, one that values inner peace over external validation. These changes aren't just about living differently, they're about living more intentionally. As you move forward, these lessons can transform your life into one filled with meaning, gratitude, and authenticity. 1. Letting go of worry about others' opinions. In our younger years, much of our time and energy is consumed by concerns about what others think. Whether it's about our appearance, career achievements, or lifestyle choices, we often allow the opinions of others to influence our decisions. This pursuit of external validation can lead to unnecessary stress and self-doubt as we strive to meet societal expectations or fit into molds that may not align with our true selves. A beautiful realization emerges as we age. Most people are far too preoccupied with their own lives to scrutinize ours. This understanding brings the freedom to live authentically, no longer feeling bound by the weight of external judgment. After 60, priorities shift toward personal happiness and comfort. Dressing to feel good, speaking your truth without fear of criticism, and embracing your unique quirks become sources of pride rather than insecurity. This stage of life is about stepping into your authenticity and honoring who you truly are. The need for approval diminishes, replaced by a newfound confidence and self-acceptance. Releasing the need to impress others creates space for more meaningful pursuits. The energy, once spent on seeking validation, can now be invested in nurturing deep relationships, exploring passions, or simply savoring life's simple pleasures. A life free from the weight of external judgment fosters a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. By embracing this freedom, you gain clarity about what truly matters: your happiness, your values, and the people and experiences that bring you joy. The journey becomes about living for yourself, not for the expectations of others. 2. No longer tolerating toxic people. Toxic relationships come in many forms: manipulative friends, controlling family members, or draining colleagues. These connections often demand more than they give, leaving you emotionally and mentally exhausted. Whether it's enduring constant negativity, walking on eggshells, or feeling undervalued, the effects of these relationships take a toll on your well-being. In earlier years, many tolerate these dynamics out of obligation, fear of conflict, or the hope that things might improve. After 60, there is a powerful shift in priorities. Tolerance for negativity dwindles as self-respect and emotional health take center stage. The realization that life is too short to waste on toxic people becomes clear. Maintaining peace of mind becomes more important than upholding relationships that bring chaos, resentment, or stress. Letting go of these draining connections is not an act of bitterness, but one of self-care and self-preservation. Begin by setting boundaries with kindness and clarity. Communicate your needs without guilt, and recognize that you are not responsible for fixing or enduring others' harmful behavior. Gradually create distance from toxic individuals, prioritizing time with those who uplift and support you. Surround yourself with nurturing, positive people who bring out the best in you. Letting go of toxic relationships creates space for deeper, more fulfilling connections. It allows you to invest time and energy in relationships built on mutual respect, kindness, and love. The peace that comes from this choice enriches your life, making room for joy, harmony, and emotional freedom. By choosing to walk away from toxicity, you reclaim your happiness and focus on the connections that truly matter. 3. Releasing unrealistic expectations. In younger years, it's common to place high demands on those around us. We may expect partners to understand our needs without explanation, friends to always be available, or family to fulfill roles they might not be equipped for. These unrealistic expectations often lead to frustration, disappointment, and even resentment when people inevitably fall short. As we grow older, there's a profound shift in perspective. Accepting people for who they are, imperfections and all, becomes a cornerstone of healthier relationships. We come to understand that everyone is navigating their own challenges and doing the best they can with the resources, knowledge, and emotional tools available to them. This realization doesn't mean lowering standards or accepting harmful behavior, but rather acknowledging that perfection is an unrealistic demand for anyone, including ourselves. Letting go of unrealistic expectations paves the way for more genuine, compassionate relationships. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, we begin to value small gestures of kindness and support. Compassion and forgiveness become guiding principles, allowing connections to thrive without the pressure of perfection. This shift brings greater harmony to relationships. By releasing the need for others to meet unattainable standards, we reduce frustration and create space for understanding and gratitude. The result is a more peaceful, fulfilling dynamic with those we cherish, one rooted in mutual respect and authenticity. 4. No longer setting complex goals. Earlier stages of life are often defined by ambitious pursuits, building a career, achieving financial milestones, or raising a family. These goals, while important, can bring significant pressure and anxiety, driven by societal expectations and personal aspirations. The relentless pursuit of achievement often leaves little room for rest or reflection. After 60, the urgency to chase grand objectives fades. A shift in focus occurs, moving away from external markers of success to simpler, more meaningful pursuits. Goals like nurturing physical health, enjoying hobbies, or strengthening relationships become more rewarding. These priorities align more closely with what truly matters in this stage of life. Instead of striving for long-term, complex accomplishments, joy is found in everyday moments. Whether it's the satisfaction of tending to a garden, taking a peaceful walk, or sharing laughter with loved ones, these small victories become deeply fulfilling. Letting go of the pressure to achieve large-scale goals reduces anxiety and stress. It allows for a deeper appreciation of life's journey, where the present moment is celebrated rather than overlooked. Embracing simplicity brings a sense of peace and contentment, reminding us that life's richness lies in its quiet, authentic experiences rather than in chasing ever-distant milestones. 5. Stopping the need to stay busy. Modern society often equates busyness with productivity and success, creating a culture that glorifies packed schedules. In earlier years, this mindset pushes us to fill every moment with tasks, commitments, and responsibilities. While this constant activity may seem fulfilling, it often leads to exhaustion and disconnection from what truly matters. As we age, the need to stay perpetually busy fades. There's a newfound understanding that constant motion doesn't necessarily equate to a meaningful life. Slowing down becomes a choice, a way to live intentionally and appreciate the richness of each moment. The focus shifts from doing more to doing what matters. Instead of filling time with endless tasks, energy is directed toward meaningful activities like pursuing hobbies, spending quality time with loved ones, or simply sitting in quiet reflection. Practicing mindfulness helps deepen the connection to oneself and the present moment. Letting go of the need to stay busy brings a sense of balance and peace. It opens space for clarity, creativity, and joy in daily life. This mindful approach strengthens connections with loved ones and enhances the ability to fully experience life's simple pleasures. By prioritizing quality over quantity, life becomes more fulfilling and harmonious, allowing us to savor each moment without the pressure to constantly be doing. 6. Avoiding unnecessary debates. In our younger years, we often feel compelled to defend our opinions, assert our beliefs, and prove others wrong. Whether it's a debate over politics, personal choices, or social issues, the drive to engage and win arguments can consume a significant amount of emotional energy. After 60, a new clarity emerges. Not every conversation is worth the emotional investment. Experience teaches that most debates lead to frustration rather than resolution. Instead of seeking to change others' minds, the focus shifts to preserving harmony and fostering mutual understanding. Choosing peace over conflict becomes a conscious and liberating decision. Rather than engaging in divisive arguments, attention turns to discussions that promote connection and respect. Listening becomes as valuable as speaking, allowing room for empathy and shared understanding. These conversations build bridges rather than walls, creating deeper, more meaningful relationships. Letting go of the need to debate every issue brings greater internal calm and emotional freedom. It reduces unnecessary stress and fosters more positive interactions with others. By prioritizing peaceful communication, relationships improve, and life becomes less combative and more fulfilling. This wisdom not only enriches personal connections, but also strengthens the ability to enjoy life with a sense of ease and contentment. 7. Letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism, while often seen as a motivator in youth, can become a heavy burden over time. The relentless pursuit of flawless appearance, achievements, or behavior leads to stress, anxiety, and constant self-doubt. Striving to meet unattainable ideals often prevents the appreciation of life's simple joys and authentic moments. As we age, the realization dawns that perfection is neither achievable nor necessary. Life's richness comes from its imperfections, and embracing them opens the door to greater peace. Flaws in both oneself and others become reminders of humanity and growth, rather than sources of frustration or shame. Letting go of perfectionism means replacing self-criticism with self-compassion. It's about celebrating effort and authenticity over unattainable ideals. Instead of focusing on perceived flaws, attention shifts to the things that bring joy and meaning. This includes embracing laughter, creativity, and the beauty of everyday life, however imperfect it may seem. Releasing the need for perfection fosters a sense of acceptance and peace. Relationships become more genuine as unrealistic expectations dissolve, and self-worth is no longer tied to impossible standards. Life after 60 becomes more fulfilling, rooted in gratitude for the present and the freedom to enjoy it without the constraints of perfectionism. By embracing imperfection, we allow space for joy, connection, and authentic living. 8. Reducing worry about the future. Throughout much of life, planning for the future often takes center stage, saving for retirement, securing stability, and preparing for uncertainties. While practical, this focus can lead to persistent anxiety, as the fear of what might happen overshadows the ability to enjoy the present. After reaching 60, there's a profound realization. No matter how much we plan, life will always have unexpected twists. This awareness fosters a balance between practical preparation and trusting in one's ability to adapt to challenges as they arise. Embracing life's unpredictability becomes less daunting and more liberating. The shift away from excessive future worry redirects focus to the here and now. Simple joys, like the warmth of the sun, a meaningful conversation, or a favorite hobby, take on greater significance. By grounding oneself in the present, life feels fuller, and gratitude becomes a daily practice. Reducing worry about the future creates space for peace and freedom. Anxiety fades as gratitude for the present grows. Trusting in resilience brings a sense of empowerment, knowing that challenges will be met with strength when they arise. Life becomes about cherishing each moment, rather than fearing what lies ahead. This shift allows for a richer, more fulfilling experience in the golden years. 9. Releasing social obligations. In younger years, many of us feel compelled to attend every social event, driven by a fear of missing out or the desire to maintain appearances. This constant need to say yes often leads to overcommitment, leaving little room for rest or genuine enjoyment. After 60, a liberating shift occurs. The realization that not every invitation requires acceptance. With time and energy more precious than ever, prioritizing meaningful interactions over obligatory engagements becomes second nature. Socializing evolves from being an obligation to a choice, focused on nurturing deeper, more authentic relationships. This newfound freedom includes an appreciation for solitude. Moments spent alone, whether reflecting, reading, or enjoying nature, become cherished. Solitude is no longer seen as loneliness, but as a vital component of inner peace and self-connection. By releasing the pressure to attend every event, life becomes more intentional. Time is devoted to relationships and activities that truly matter, fostering stronger bonds and more fulfilling interactions. The space created by saying no to unnecessary commitments allows for greater self-awareness and balance. Ultimately, letting go of social obligations enriches relationships and provides a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. This approach ensures that time spent with others is both meaningful and joyful, creating a richer, more harmonious life. Conclusion: life after 60 offers a profound opportunity for liberation. Letting go of these 9 habits, worrying about opinions, tolerating toxicity, striving for perfection, and more, creates space for a life rooted in peace, joy, and intentional living. These shifts allow us to break free from the burdens of earlier years and focus on what truly matters. This stage of life isn't about accumulating more or meeting societal expectations. It's about aligning with personal values and savoring the beauty of each moment. Embracing simplicity, whether through meaningful relationships, mindful living, or appreciating life's imperfections, brings clarity and fulfillment. Now is the perfect time to reflect on your life and identify the habits, mindsets, or obligations you can release. Ask yourself, what no longer serves your happiness or peace? By shedding these weights, you create room for gratitude, freedom, and authentic living. Celebrate this chapter as a time to live authentically, cherish meaningful relationships, and appreciate the richness of life. Let go of societal expectations and embrace the joy of being true to yourself. This is your time to prioritize what matters most, find contentment in simplicity, and live each day with gratitude and intention. Remember, the golden years are not about slowing down. They're about living with purpose, connection, and a deep appreciation for the journey you've traveled. Here's to a future filled with peace, joy, and the freedom to live authentically.